really, okay, well, no one's here with me, so I'm not advertise this anywhere. Nobody knows that I'm going live. Mostly because I want to first try these live sessions out. First, get really comfortable with them before I start demanding anyone's presence. I realize that it's quite late in most of the other parts of the world. But yeah, I'll see if anyone decides to join, and we're pretty much just going to be tidying up the studio a little bit because I have guests coming in. Maybe I just do that anyway. And y'all can watch if you got nothing better to do. I'm just kidding. I figure it's kind of nice to have you guys be present with me because it might alleviate the time you would otherwise be spending scrolling and getting bombarded with lots of information. So let's actually just be present together, you know? So I have a bunch of artwork on the floor right now that I've been trying to visualize it for an exhibition coming up. And I suppose I will remove that for later since somebody's gonna come to the studio. And I feel like if I just have it laying on the floor, it's not very nice. So we're just going to be removing it, trying to figure out where I should put you. Okay, I think that's a decent location. All right. I don't really like this, but this was the piece that I drew or painted yesterday on a live session. First ever live session. And I think we're just gonna put her away somewhere because she's kind of useless. Someone here? Ooh, oh my gosh, hi, hello. So I'm just gonna be tidying up my studio and I thought I would go live. This was the painting that I made yesterday in my first ever live session. I'm trying to get more comfortable with these live videos. That's why I just clicked the button today. I'm like, I'm about to tidy up. I have a guest coming. And I'm like, maybe you guys want to be present with me. Maybe you want to be in the studio with me. Because usually it's just me, myself, and I, you know, in the studio. But I think it's kind of cool that we have this possibility of going live and feeling kind of like you guys are here with me. So yeah, I am going to be tidying up all the artworks that are on the floor right now because we have a guest coming and it doesn't really look nice to have the pieces just laying on the floor. Yeah, this is when I think like I need a larger studio, but I technically have, like, I don't need a larger studio, I really don't. I think I just need to be smarter in terms of how I display my artwork because you only have so much wall space. So maybe I need like cabinets and things like that. Anyway, I'm gonna be putting this piece away that I'm not really loving that I painted yesterday, and we're just gonna put her somewhere. Like, I don't know where I should put her, but that's just, yeah. And I'm just going to be moving all of my artwork away, I guess. Also, just FYI, the reason why I like to place my artwork this way on the floor is so that I can visualize them on a wall in an exhibition. So I'm basically planning a show for next year in Japan, and it helps me to put them, like to space them out the way I would see them on a wall in the show, and that's why they're there. And don't worry, like the floors are clean. And honestly, like, I'm so over all of that too. I'm like, even if the floors are not clean, I feel like it still becomes part of the artwork. I feel like we should just be more honest with the art making process and just have fun with it. That's also why I was like, I'm just gonna click the live button right now and be silly, because I don't want to take any of this too seriously. I'm kind of over taking things seriously. Like the world is kind of chaotic right now, and I think we all just need to be, you know, show up and be ourselves and invite people in, right? Okay, so yeah, I just bought a bunch of these guys because I thought it was a really convenient size and travel quite a lot. So I was gonna bring these around and just, maybe this will be the thing, this will be the art I make on my live sessions. Because I am thinking of doing, like, I'm thinking of what could be an interesting piece. Maybe I complete one piece per live session, and also I can improve my skills as an artist through doing that, but also invite you guys in on the process of making art. So that's my idea. If you guys think that's a good idea, feel free to comment or something, because I'm trying to find a way to, like, I'm trying to think of different ways I can bring value to you that is, you know, fun and honest and real. Like maybe, you know, yeah, because I think artists need to show a little bit more of the behind the scenes. And yeah, and I don't want to overthink it. I just kind of want to press the live button and just go, and then open this dialogue with you guys to hear what would be interesting for you guys to see more of, you know? So definitely build like a little community. Hi, Ko Saban. Yeah, it's cool. So I guess I can see the comments. That's really exciting. I love that. This is like a community feel. This is very different from my usual experience of just being alone in the studio. And I'll be totally honest, since we have like several people here right now, but this year was definitely quite tough. I've been painting full time for several years now, and this year was the first year I genuinely thought of potentially quitting, and it was because it started to get a little too lonely. And previous to this year, I wanted to only spend time by myself, but suddenly realizing like, actually I do need a community. I do need interaction, and I also came to the conclusion that I don't want to quit painting because I love it more than anything, but I definitely want to share it with people in more ways than only exhibition format, because those are so fast. It's like you have 1 reception, 2 receptions a year, and that's it. You know, I want to have a consistent community feel, back and forth dialogue with you, and also hopefully this can even improve me, like my skills as an artist, because you might give me wonderful feedback that I can riff off, right? The purpose of this video was actually to clean up my studio, but now I'm like all excited that you guys are here, so I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna chat with you. But yeah, I am gonna continue tidying up, I suppose. But maybe I give like a little tour of what I'm about to tidy up. So let's see. Okay, so I'll show you guys what I have on the floor right now. I know this is not the appetizing way of showcasing my work, but okay, so I have works, you know, everywhere because I'm crazy. And these are all the pieces on the walls are actually pieces that I made this year. I'll go a little slower through it. You guys are getting an exclusive tour. And these are some A3 pieces that I made on my travels. These are all super new. I haven't even shown these publicly on my Instagram. I just completed this one last week, and I'm quite obsessed. My goal is so that my artwork is, it's that to create pieces that people can look at for a while, that you're always able to notice different elements, so you can zoom in and artwork. I feel like it's similar to how we approach life. I really, really adore this one as well. This was probably the first one in the whole series. And it was just a wonderful experience creating her, to be honest. This piece reminds me a lot of Iceland with the volcano, experience on the bottom panel. So these are all like two different canvases, and then I created a frame around them, which I think is really fun. I'm curious what you guys think that the reason behind that is. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this one. I'm half Icelandic, by the way, so it's got a little bit of my home vibe to it. My puppy's Ball over there. She's not with us today. Her name is Karma. And this piece is another one I really, really love. Her name is Echoes, and on the left panel, the rain is dripping upward. And then we got this one, but the board is covering her, so, it is what it is. I will be actually moving that board since this video was supposed to be about tidying up, so we're actually gonna be doing that. But this is a piece that I also was just working on. I think another panel for her, but I'm not fully sure. And now we're tidying up these. And that's that. And I'm gonna now put you guys over here so you can be present with me. I don't know what you guys are doing. Maybe you're eating, maybe you're about to go to sleep, but yeah, let's tidy up together, shall we? The first piece. Yeah. Tidy up. This one. Oh my gosh, you guys are still here with me. That's fun. Okay, we're gonna move over here so I can just put things away. It's an incredible view. I really love the view of my studio. Awesome. This is all such a mess, actually. I literally have 3 opened soda cans over here, which is so classic for me. This is open, this is open, and this is open, and I'm pretty sure it's from yesterday that because I have ADD, so I always forget that I just opened something. So I end up just continuing to open more. I'm just gonna pour everything into one. Okay, that's full already. I'll take this one. So then I can throw this out. Sorry, I have 4 opened cans, which is just bonkers. Like, why not do that? Okay, you can be here while I clean up. So wonderful to see all of you. Yeah, actually, since you're here with me, if you have any ideas for my live videos, if you're interested in hearing anything about what it's like being an artist, behind the scenes, what you'd be interested in seeing, feel free to write that in the comments, because that's something I'm thinking about. Like, how do I bring value to you guys? Like, what is interesting about my life that you guys would watch, you know? Or maybe it would be educational or entertaining. Like, I don't know, you know? All I know is, like, I'd love to slowly build a community on here and offer you guys something that you enjoy. So definitely comment if you have any ideas. We're just preparing some snacks now for a guest that's coming later. I like to reuse cups for my paint. So we're not gonna throw this away. Just gonna be moving my whiteboard over. Oh my god. It's not working. It's pretty hot, actually. you guys want to see my incredible view, it's actually really sick. Check out. So the building that we're in actually looks just like that building. It looks like a spaceship. This is actually a really good spot. I just realized I should totally be filming from this angle. Cool, very cool. But I'm so rarely here during the day. It's usually nighttime, so I miss out on the good views. Okay, let's continue with the cleanup. So I'm gonna clean up the desk right now. I don't know if you can call it a desk, but you know what I mean. This is now trash. Put this in the fridge right now so that it gets cold before my guests come later. Cool. I have so many opened bottles. It's really, it's such a waste. I mean, I'm gonna drink it. Note to self, stop opening bottles. We're literally just cleaning up my studio. And yeah, and I guess I'm trying out these live videos more to see if, yeah, to see what kind of videos you guys like watching, art related or whatnot. Some pencils. So in yesterday's session, I did a live video at nighttime, and then I painted this one in one quick session. I'm not really a huge fan of it. She was supposed to be frowning, but then so she somehow started to smile, and now it's like, is she smiling? Is she not smiling? I don't know. But maybe I'll be doing more of these quick painting live sessions, so I actually complete a piece, something like that. I still haven't decided. I just decided to press the live button ASAP because I wanted to take the anxiety off, you know. So that's what we're doing. And yeah, I actually feel like the more I do these live videos, I'll probably get a hang of it and figure out, you know, what kind of videos I want to be making. But for now, I'm like, I pretty much spend most of my days in the studio and I'm painting most of the time. I often talk to myself, so why not just go live? So now, now I'm trying to figure out where to put this painting. We're basically tidying up my studio right now. That is what we're doing. Yes, yes, yes. Very exciting, I know. So exciting. Like, I think, okay, this tape should go maybe here. And why are we tidying up? Because I have a guest coming later. And we don't want to shock her with a mess. No, we don't. So we're just gonna keep everything as tidy as possible. Maybe I can put this here. Right. gonna hang out with you for a second. Yeah, I still have some time before my guest comes. Yeah. So basically, I found myself in a place recently where I was overthinking everything and questioning everything and just being like, why am I even making art and all of that? And after months of shadow work and really like asking myself, you know, do I want to continue doing this? I came to the conclusion, yes, but I definitely need to focus more on just the joy of creating. And so now I'm going to be doing everything I can, finding all the strategies just to go back to my inner child, like the reason why I even started creating in the first place. Because the truth is, when you are professionally an artist, you are so often thinking about like, oh, okay, I want to do this exhibition, I want this, and there's all these milestones. But dude, like it's all just about the act of creating. So yeah, like I think it's so important to focus on how to make this the most joyous thing ever, and not focusing so much on like, okay, what can this piece do, where am I going to be exhibiting this artwork, and going back to the core essence of like why you even started doing this in the first place. So that's where my head's at right now. And I think in that process of me really being truthful to myself and painting for the sake of doing something that I love and I enjoy, just having a good time with it, I'm like, how, you know, maybe I bring you guys in on it. Maybe we can be painting together. Maybe I can do little like almost like live workshop sessions. Maybe we can meditate together in the morning and set these intentions and remove all the distractions of the outside world that causes us anxiety, and just sit with ourselves, our inner child, and create something beautiful. That's what I've been thinking a lot about recently. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna continue with my tidying up. We are 27 minutes in, which is, that's the date of my birthday. What? I'm born on the 27th. I know. The other day I had an art healing workshop, and this was the piece that I ended up making at the end of it, which is so fun. I really like it. I never set out the workshops thinking like we're gonna start playing around with scissors or staples, things like that, but it always somehow ends up going there, because I realize that people start to get too afraid of the pieces that they make, and the whole point is to detach yourself from the outcome. So then inevitably it's like, okay, let's destroy what we just created, and let's cut it, and let's confront the things that we're so afraid of by destroying it, you know? Or not destroying it, but let's like confront the fear by facing it head on. You know, are we afraid of destroying the piece that we just made because we're getting too attached to it? Well, let's destroy it. And then by destroying, you realize, well, that wasn't so bad, you know? And I think that is life in a sense as well. Like when we're afraid of something, just do it. Like if we're afraid of heights, go bungee jumping. And then you realize like, oh, okay. Although that's not a good example, because technically if you're afraid of heights, you could still die, like if you jump off a building, right? So anyway, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm trying to say. Face your fears. Face your fears. Okay, cool. I think we're basically there, honestly. This is the trash. I need to buy some staples. This is the coolest long staple thing that I have, which I love. Because I like to use staples as like a drawing medium. And I guess we just slightly clean up Okay, I think that was it. I'm pretty much tidied up, and yeah, this was kind of fun. Thanks to everyone that joined me on this really, really, really fun cleanup session. All right, ciao guys, love you.